First, something you pay attention to. I always say, you don't think about put up a stance as if you must have this angle, fix it up. No, this is not the right mindset. The whole thing is you have to relax your body, or you describe it another way. Every time, every moment, you feel your body is free to move any part. That's the purpose. So if you put up like this, yes, it's very decent in the shape, very, very stable, but it's not active. It's not free to move. So that's not the thing. So free to move is much important than any other things. So, so I would, of course, if you can do this, and yes, it's free to move, that's good, that's perfect. So you have to trade off. You have to judge on yourself. It's not giving you benefit at all. Then you might not be doing this or just stand there. But if you stand so narrow, it's not giving you something. It's not training you this way. So you may just widen. So it's up to you. And how high, how low is up to you. As long as you don't straighten the knee, that's not good. You must keep an angle. It might be very small. Why an angle? Springy. That's free to move. Free to move. So this is about the stance. You can just casually put up a stance like this and facing the front. Then you start to do your sitting. For example, 摊手. 摊手 from here. Finish here. It's not finishing here and then there. It's not two. It's one from here to there. So one thing I think is worth you pay attention to this. Once you start from here, you have to move until the end to stop. Very clear. Clear start, clear stop. Clear stop. And in between, to train your mind, you keep constant speed. Right from here, there's any moment in your mind, you keep it constant. Not ending, not ending. Until the end, it stops. Very clear. Clear start, clear stop. In between, constant speed. So this applies to all, like the second half. This. Oh, start. Clear start. Until the end. Constant speed. Don't strike. End. Now keep it there. Here. Start. Constant speed. End. This. Once start till the end. Constant speed. Don't strike. Stop. There's a clear stop. Don't mix the two. No. Clear stop, then you stop. Oh, start again until the end. Constant speed. The next. Start, stop, constant speed. Start, constant speed. Stop. Don't do this. Don't mess up two movements. This mess up two movements. This is one stop. Start, stop, this is the next. Start, stop, until the end. It's not, you press here. Stop. There, stop. Don't punch. Don't treat it as something you give force yet. It's just like hands out. There. Now, you can define your end to be very far away. It doesn't matter. But start, stop, this. Constant speed until the end. You can make it very far away as you like. Then stop. So it's far away, but pay attention again, not straighten the elbow. There must be an angle. So there will be a limit for yourself. As far as this goes and you don't allow it to be like that, there will be a stop point. It's up to you. But don't strike. Don't do that. Why? Can you imagine why? Constant speed. Clear start, clear stop, constant speed. Try to imagine the reason. I want to do that. I have to clear stop. I have to reach here with its pressure. Once I start, if I fluctuate my mind, I receive resistance, then it affects me. Because myself fluctuates. Why fluctuate? Because I am being disturbed by his force. He's coming here, I receive some resistance, then I think, hey, I might go faster. Or I might have to find another way to go. This kind of fluctuation in the mind. Then you are giving moments, weak moments for him to exert onto you. Compared to clear start, he can't come in. I have to do the constant speed. I make this constant. I never give up at any moment until the end. So this, in Xiulin Tao, when you do this, it's training your mind to be very stable, not being distracted or disrupted by the opponent's resistance. Because his force is not random, but always changing, because always wanting to stop you, wanting to resist you. So he's changing, and you're being brought by his changing. You yourself also changing. Then you will have weak moments for him to attack. By maintaining constant speed, you're training your mind. I don't expose my weak moments to him, because I'm always there. You know what I mean? Oh, second thing, about center line. So when your hand puts here, center line, which part of the hand should fall on the center line? Fingers? How do you place it?
Maybe the wrist?
The wrist center. So, easy to comprehend. Wrist center here. Hopefully. And where is the center line? It's not here. This is the center line, right? But different height. It's not here. It's not here. It's in front of upper center. I call this your upper center. So it's in front of upper center, the center line going out. Yeah, of course you will have a little bit up and up because your hand extends. Throw this, it will be up, but that's natural. But in your mind, somehow you are connecting with your upper center to go here. For 摊手 like this, where to send the 摊手? Center. This is your wrist center, not the fingers, not the palm. You're thinking about the wrist center. When it comes here, center. Okay, the second part here. No. They are not falling on the center line, but they are converging. This is the center line. They are symmetrical. They are converging. They are converging towards the center line over there, in a way. Then, most people, when they did this, they will cut down here. No. Here. Because the next move is from here, your center. It comes back, the wrist center, the two wrist centers comes back to this center, upper center. So it's not something, no, not from here, from here. The two wrist centers dart out. So, 綁手 wrist center, center line. Now even the second part. you're still thinking about the wrist center. It's not like this. The two wrist centers symmetrical around this center line here. So they are quite close together. Wrist centers giving something like this, a rotation of the wrist center of the palm to do this, not rotation. And they are all converging. The wrist centers are all, they concerned about this center line. Up here, the same. This center line. But this is on the lower root. I go to the third thing. The third thing is, I just mentioned, in moving your arm, it's always through your elbows. Like, I'm not thinking of, even you have the axis. You should not use the axis directly to move this. No. Your axis, moving the elbow, must go in through the elbow as an intermediary, whatever you think. And it's the elbow navigating the wrist center to go along this path. And the momentum must go through the elbow to supply the wrist center. Don't skip the elbow. Even this, it's not using the hand to raise up. No, it's a little bit hard to think about. The elbow. Through the elbow, and the elbow itself rotates up the wrist center like this, and do it all together. It's not directly no. Through the elbow, and already converge. The two elbows already converge. Move the elbow through the elbow, rotates up the two wrist centers. Cut down through the elbow, brings the two wrist centers down here. Coming back to the upper center, through the elbow, it's the elbow bringing the wrist centers to come back to my upper center. Now, all thinking this way. The fourth, which I talked about last week, just now I mentioned the wrist center. So how would you find or explore your wrist center? It's basically you have to do so many circling palms. So if you pay attention whenever you practice circling palm, it will help you a lot to explore this. So the way I propose how to do circling palm is like this, like tanzao. When it is a palm shape, usually you have your thumb to be like this. And it's something like, it helps expand the palm bones here. There's something expanding. And again, it's axis, elbow, navigating the wrist center at constant speed. Up to a point you feel it's the end and not straighten the elbow. These principles. Before you circle your palm, release the palm so that nothing is here. The palm and the fingers, no force inside, as if this is one soft, very soft, one plate. So soft that it's something you can thread. Then you're thinking, you're not using fingers to thread. It's one soft thread. You're using the wrist center. Slowly. Not that great extension. It's smaller. It's you feel. Instead of using the fingers and the palm to pull the thread, you're going into the wrist. You want to use the wrist as much as you can from the center to make it move like this. It's from here. It's not using the finger, not using the palm, not like this. Okay. Start from small. It's like dive in the sea and the water. You wear those flippers, and you flip it. It's similar. This is the flip. You flip. You flip it like this. It's not different parts. It's one prayer. And this. Then the second part is done in this way. From here, flip it out as much as you can. Maintaining this one trace straight. Don't curve it. And you're not using fingers to pull it in order to make it perpendicular. If you can't, just stay like this. It doesn't matter. The key thing is this maintains one flat prayer. Don't bend it. And you're using the wrist to do it. If you can't do that much, it doesn't matter. You just up to where you can maintain. I do it that much. You can do it just like this. It's still maintained as a soft grip. The thumb or other fingers not adding force to maintain this position. It's still being controlled by the wrist. Still being controlled by the wrist. And from here, the wrist turns this place from here down to here. It's from now you have to think about go into the wrist center to turn it. Not using the two sides, not using these two sides to bend it from here. Turn it. Now, as much as you can think about it, I'm accessing my wrist center steadily. Turn it. Now, either it takes like this getting back, or turn it more into a more full circle into Wu Zhao. Now, when it's up to Wu Zhao, the second part finishes, and it's Wu Zhao the thumb. Give it back. Give it back. Here. The thumb. Already give away. And here turn and take. Up here, when it's going back to Wu Zhao. So, every time you do circling palm, try to spend some time to explore your wrist center in this way. Center. Your upper center. This is your center line. Axis, elbow, navigating this wrist center. You want to approach this a constant speed in your mind. No, change your finger, nothing changed. But here, you think it's using upper to facing forward. Now, do the reverse. Again, not center. You're using this to go. Concentrate from the center, elbow inside. It's weak. But suddenly change, use the wrist center. Now I show you, even you're pressing any place in the forearm, you are still thinking the same. The same. Wrist center. Pull the elbow. Exit. Now keep the same. You still have very clear mind. Your wrist center is there. You access, pull the elbow, place the wrist center here, right here. Right here, right here, right here. Then your forearm is very stable. Why? The same reason. Because you define your wrist center very clear in your mind. In this, I place it here, then this is very stable. Now I put, how to stop me? Wrist center, pull the elbow, position here. Then you have to stop me. Not even thinking about here, don't think about here. Here. Make this stable through the wrist, through the elbow, make this stable. I increase more. Through the elbow, make this stable here. Then divide. You have to move this to this side and through the elbow. When you're ready, go constant speed.
Open.
Oh, last thing. In the opening of this part, I said 3 things. Virtual axis, elbow hip, wrist dentures. Now you know what wrist dentures are. So it's better if when you do 小人头, you use these 3 pieces, these 3 connections to operate all movements. Then it's quite simple.